Manufacturers, here are 5 effective video concepts that you can make today with what you've got right in front of you now. Okay, let's get stuck in. The first of these is a testimonial video. Now, a testimonial video, you may have some already, you might not. This is where you go out to one of your existing customers and you interview them about the product or the service that you offer. Now, these are fantastic assets to have right across your business. You can, of course, use them in your marketing. You can use them in your sales as well. So when your sales reps are going out and talking to people, they can show these testimonial videos to the people they're talking to help them to build confidence. The fancy marketing term for it is social proof. So you're getting somebody that is already one of your customers, and they've given up their time to come and sit there and talk about how good you are. I think that sends out a fantastic message to your potential customers, and it shows people that when they buy from you, they're going to get the outcome or the transformation that you have promised they'll get. Now, if you imagine you have a whole bank of these on your website, you have them, scattered throughout your website even, or on different landing pages for different services that you offer, that starts to build a really strong message to your potential customers. They're going to see all these and really build the trust with you, which is what it's all about. Now, you can go a bit deeper with the testimonial video into what I would term then as a case study video. So a case study video is similar to a testimonial video, but as I say, we're going a little bit deeper with it. It's probably a slightly longer video, and we're really looking into that particular use case for your product or your service. And at the same time, of course, the customer's talking about how great you were to deal with, how great the product is, how great the service is, whatever it is that you're offering. The testimonial video, I think, is a great place to start because the assets, it's a really strong asset for you to have in your business, and your website should already at least be littered with some quotes, testimonial quotes from people, even if you haven't got video. But the video is a really strong way to do it. The next type of video that you can create right now is a product or service video. So I call them a product video, but you can replace the word product with service if you're a service provider. So if you think of your service as a product, then you're going to be talking about that product. If it's a physical product that you sell, then you can create a video that's showcasing that product. It's showing all the features, all the benefits, and critically, the outcome that people are going to get when they purchase that product. Now, you can get really creative and really get into a product video. If you think about iPhone videos, for example, that we've all seen, they look amazing. They're floating in space and they're coming out from the dark and the lighting's amazing. Well, that's what you could do with your product. And I know you might not believe me if, depending on what kind of product you sell and you make, but you can make pretty much any product look amazing on video. So this is your chance really to get all those benefits and features across. These can then sit on your website, on the product page for that particular product. You can have it there to really, really show off what it's all about. You can obviously pin it to the top of your social media and everything like that, so people get a really good idea, and you're literally showing the product in its best light. So if you provide a service, think of that product as a service. So you can be talking about the service that you offer, again, the outcomes that people can expect, the transformation that they can expect after commissioning you to deliver that service for them or their business. The third type of video is the company video or brand video. Now, this is generally a slightly bigger production. It's probably a slightly longer video. It might be 2, 3, 4 minutes, something like that. And it could consist of a few things, but the idea of the company video is to give people a really good and deep understanding of your company, what you stand for, the people in your company, what you do, the products and the services that you offer. And it should have the right feel about it depending on what your company is and what you provide. So it might be quite a sort of fast-paced video. It might be a little bit slower and a little bit more sort of artistic and cinematic. And we can do things with that video like, bring out certain colors of your brand and that sort of thing to make it all really gel together. So the format that you could follow, you might have, for example, the founder or the founders or the MD of the company in an interview where they're talking about, everything that you do and everything that you stand for. You might have an employee or a couple of employees talking a little bit and maybe kind of almost giving you a testimonial about what a great company you are to work for, which again is really nice for your customers and your potential customers to hear, building that trust with you. You might shoot it and use a voiceover. So a voiceover is what it sounds like. It's somebody talking a script, and we put that over the top of the footage. So you can hear the voiceover, you can see all this footage, but we don't see the person speaking. You can also bring in some of the testimonials that we talked about earlier as well. So you can sort of weave those into the company video so that you're getting a bit of everything in there. You're getting it all about the company and what you stand for. And you're also seeing a couple of customers talking about how great you are as well. The next type of video you could do is what we call an innovation video. So this is a bit like a case study, but you're looking at a case within your business of where you've been particularly innovative. So perhaps you've designed a new product, for example. You can talk about the whole entire process of designing that product. Now, you could do this as a kind of mini documentary series. You could have several videos, each looking at different aspects of the innovation and the product design and bringing it to market. So you might have someone talking about the initial concepts, then you might have somebody talking about the challenges that you faced, you might have someone talking about one aspect of the product, and so on. And then you could bring all of these together into a sort of overall case study innovation video of what you've been developing and what you've been bringing to market. And again, this is a really great way to demonstrate your expertise and to also demonstrate that you're innovative, that you're right at the leading edge of your industry and you're pushing the boundaries, because that is who people want to be associated with. They want to see that you're pushing things and that you know what you're talking about. And this is a great way to demonstrate that. Could even be that it's like a mini documentary that you would produce from that, and people will want to sit down and watch a longish documentary. It might be like sort of 5-10 minutes, all about your company. Now, if they're willing to sit down and spend that sort of time watching the video, there's a very good chance they're going to become customers. The fifth type of video for today that you could make right now is a service video. So if you have a product you sell to your customers, they use it for a certain amount of time, it needs servicing every now and again, okay? You can provide a video to them that talks them and walks them through how to service their product. Unless, of course, you provide the servicing and that's a separate thing and you might not need this. But if they do the servicing, then make a service video showing them how to do it. So show them what tools they'll need, show them the service kit that they might need to buy for it, anything else that they need before they get started. And then you can take them through the whole process. You can show them step by step, this is what we do. You can put text graphics on there to point things out and make it really obvious what they need to do. Now, the great thing about this kind of service video, it's a brilliant marketing piece for you. It's a great asset to have in your marketing, because when you show that to people, it's going to show people that you look after your customers, and it's, again, going to build their trust in you. The other thing is it's going to really cut down on your customer services time as well. Because if you imagine you're getting lots of phone calls and emails and things asking, different questions about, well, when I'm servicing it, how do I get that part off there? How do I put this back together? They can simply direct them to that service video, which will answer all of their questions. So when I'm talking to marketing teams about this sort of video, I'll often say to them, well, you should get some budget from customer services as well, because it's going to be massively benefiting them. Now, if you imagine that you had a whole host of those kind of service videos and things for everything, that's going to really cut down on their time. And you could provide a QR code in the documentation that you send out, which takes people directly to that service video as well. So it's a chance to really show that you care about your customers and that you're looking after them once they become customers as well. It's also a chance to bring in some sort of brand elements as well. So depending on what kind of brand you are, that could be a kind of punchy video. It could be, kind of fast-paced sort of thing. Could be a bit slower again, or you could bring some humor into it. We did a similar kind of video, an assembly video. This was for a barbecue manufacturer. and we brought in a bit of humour to it. You know, the guy that was demonstrating it had a beer at the end and all that, and threw the instructions away and that kind of thing. Now, you probably wouldn't want to do that with what you're doing, but just as an example, that's the 5 videos. Now, if you're getting started, I've got a recommendation for the order in which to do at least 3 of them anyway. It's actually the order I went through. I would start with the testimonial videos and then go on to the product video and then go on to the company or brand video. Firstly, the testimonial video is a slightly smaller scale production. So if it's your first time dipping into video, this is a great way to see how it all works, see what's involved and everything. But secondly, you can then take the words from your customer that they've spoken and use those in the next video, the product video. So when you're designing your product video, actually talk in the words that your customer has used, because those words are going to resonate with your potential customers. Okay, so you build it up that way. Testimonial videos, which I'd recommend doing a few of those, product video to demonstrate the product, and then you come to your company or brand video. Now, as I said, this is probably a slightly bigger production. It might involve a few interviews. But what you can do then, as I said earlier, is you can bring the testimonials into the company video as well. So you can weave those into it so that when people watch your company video, they're also seeing some testimonials and building trust. You can also then bring in some of the footage that you've shot of the product or the service, and you can bring that into your company video as well. So you've already got some of the assets that you need, some of the footage that you need from the testimonial and product videos to come into the company brand video. So that's the way I would do it. And I think with those 3 types of videos, you've got a really strong set of marketing assets. With the service video and the innovation video, you're just building on that. So if you start with those 5 videos in your manufacturing business, I think you're going to have a really strong set of assets and you're going to really boost your marketing and, of course, your sales, which is what it is all about. So I hope this has been helpful. If it has, please share with your network. Please share with your colleagues. I'd love to be helping as many people as I can. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell, and we'll see you next time.